Yo, what is up everybody, it's your boy Exotic, and today we are testing out the best FPS boost settings for Fortnite. We're talking settings that can take you from stuttering to smooth like a butter. Now, I know y'all really been struggling with lag and low frames, so I got you today. Let's see if these settings can really work and what the results will look like. Before we get into it, I just want to know who's tired of running around with that laggy FPS in Fortnite. I swear, it's like we're stuck in a slow motion halftime. But guess what? That's about to change. Okay, let's dive into these settings. First of all, you need to go to your Fortnite game settings. Then you should put window mode full screen. Resolution, you should put 1920 by 1080. VSync should be turned off immediately. Frame rate limit should be unlimited or your refresh rate monitor. Rendering mode, I am low performance mode. You need to scroll all the way to the bottom, and when you see view distance, I usually put that to far near because I have a medium PC, you know, but if you have a chopped PC, you should put that near. Textures, you should put that low, and meshes as well low. And you go apply. These settings are what pros use to get maximum FPS, and here's why. First, full screen mode gives you more control over the FPS. VSync is off because we don't need input lag, and the lower your settings, the better the FPS. Trust me, you wouldn't even notice a difference in graphic with these tweaks. Watch how laggy it is and how my frame drops. Literally feels like I'm playing on a slideshow. Alright, we are back in the game with a new setting, and look how this feels, bro. Did you see that we are at steady 200 FPS? This is a huge difference, bro. This feeling is so much smoother. I can build with us. Any stutter is just so free. I have no input lag. These settings are the best. Now, I'm just gonna leave it that. I wanna break down why these settings are making such a huge impact. Full screen mode. When you're playing full screen, your PC is dedicating all its power to the game instead of splitting resources between apps. Low settings. Yeah, I know we don't like the idea of playing low settings, but when you lower your textures and your view distance, it's like your PC gets a break and it can focus to important stuff like smooth gameplay and high FPS. VSync off. This is a key form. VSync limits the FPS to match your monitor's refresh rate, but we want those frames to be flying free and easy. You'll notice that in fast fights or high action moments, your frames are gonna stay stable and you won't have those crazy FPS drops that mess with your game. Let's break this down even further. Here's a side-by-side comparison of my FPS before and after the setting. Look the difference. Before we were barely breaking 60 FPS and now we are over 200, sometimes even hitting 100. This is what FPS should feel like. Crisp, smooth and responsive. You can tell when your frames are steady, especially if in those high pressure situations. No more random frame drops messing up your builds or shots. Now, if you really want to go to next level, here are some extra tips that can help you an even bigger FPS boost. First of all, update your drivers. Make sure your GPU drivers are up to date. It's like putting fresh gas into a car. Everything just runs better. Second of all, disable background apps. Shut down apps running in the background. You don't need that random Spotify or browser tab while you're gaming. And last but not least, overclocking. But if you're comfortable with it, overclocking your GPU or CPU can boost FPS, but don't push it too far unless you know what you're doing. I'm telling y'all, with these little tweaks, you're gonna see FPS rise up even more. Don't skip out on these steps. So, did these settings work? Heck yes, they did. I went up from lagging to at 30 FPS to having a steady 200 plus FPS in game. My game feels like a whole lot smoother. If this video helped you out, smash that like button and share it with your squad and let me know in the comments how much FPS you went up. Also, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more FPS tips, Fortnite hacks and everything between. I've got tons of content on the way, trust me, you don't wanna miss it. And hey, if you tried these settings and they worked out for you, tag me on TikTok or Instagram. I wanna see how much better your game got. Catch y'all next time, peace.